Hi, I'm Andrea. I work for foodista.com, the cooking encyclopedia everyone can edit. And I'm here today at Esquin Wine Merchants in Seattle with my dear friend Jameson, and he's going to show us a little bit of the world of wine.
I am. Well, my name is Jameson. I'm the European wine buyer here at Esquin. I'm also in charge of social media, and I'm here to help Andrea pick out some great wines at great prices, and I have some great things for her to have with dinner or just to enjoy by the fire.
Great. So let's start with the basics. How many wines are in this store? Because first of all, as far as wine shops go that I've been into, this is probably one of the biggest I've been in.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we have thousands of labels here. I mean, from all over the world. In just Washington, we probably have hundreds. It's pretty daunting. I will admit myself.
Yeah, and admittedly, I am so new with wine. I love to cook. I love to eat, go out to eat, and do enjoy wine pairings, but don't really know what to look for myself. So let's think of today as maybe a wine safari.
Okay.
And we're going to go around the store and you can maybe show me a little bit about reds and a little bit about whites.
Sure. Well, I guess some of the first things I'd want to talk to you about are wines of Spain. There are incredible values coming out of Spain. And there are a bunch of them right here. I think probably one of the things that you can just look for if you don't know anything about wine is look for Spanish Grenache. They call it Garnacha there, and they're really flavorful, rich, bold wines for a lot of them for under $10. I've got a few of them here, like this Monte Otone, Garnacha de Fuego, and you know they're definitely catchy, appealing labels too, but they're really high quality, really delicious, really easy drinking reds. They're great for everything from burgers and pizza to even things like being winter roasted meats, stews, things like that, or just a grilled steak, or just the simplest of food too. So if you don't know anything, I would just ask for Spanish Grenache, Garnacha, or look for it. You can find pretty much, I've met a bad bottle under $10. So that's where I'd start. Why don't you get this Monte Otone?
All right. Let's take a look at some whites now. I guess in terms of white, I like something crisp, really clean, and kind of smooth. What can you recommend? That's $20 or less.
Okay, yeah, I have a few of my favorite, actually we'll go to Italy. A few of my favorite whites come from northern Italy, a couple regions up there, the Alto Adige, just northern Italian whites in general. They really have like a purity about them, really dry, really crisp, really refreshing. And the couple I'm going to show you are a little over $20, but they're right around that mark. So let's go take a look at those. I'll start with Soave. And Soave is a wine like you probably see it in the grocery store with a big handle, 5-liter jug. The name was sort of appropriated by a lot of bulk wineries, but Soave is just looking for a really crisp, dry Italian white. This is a great place to start, and this is a great deal. This one's only $10, and then you can get Soave from 10 to the 20s. Some people are making really full-bodied versions, but just look for a traditional Soave, $10. You can't go wrong with that.
Let's talk for a minute about tasting the wine, because I think for me, I'm always intimidated when I go out to eat or any sort of meal with wine pairings that I don't really know exactly how I'm supposed to smell it or swirl it or all of that. What are your thoughts on, is that really necessary? Do the flavors really change when you kind of suck it through your teeth and swallow it, that kind of thing?
Well, I think as wine professionals, we just have this ritualistic way of tasting wine that's like, smell, aerate it in your mouth, spit it out. You definitely, spitting is the one part I believe in, because when you taste like hundreds of wines a day, you'd be on the floor by noon if you didn't spit. But I'm not, you definitely want to smell it, and but there's no wrong way to smell it. Does it smell bad to you is probably the first thing you want to notice, like is the bottle bad? It's more like a quality check. Yeah, if you pick up like, oh, it smells like this, it smells like that. I mean, it's just for your own edification. There's no wrong way to do it.
Okay, well that's great. Well, I'm really glad we came in today and just kind of, I feel a little bit more comfortable about budget-friendly wines and like really approachable wines to buy for friends and for, everyday meals. So let's end with you. Just tell me a little bit, tell everybody the address here and a little bit about how they can find the wines that we looked at today.
Sure. Well, we're in Seattle at 4th and Lander, 2700 4th Avenue South, just south of the stadiums, about a mile. And we're at Esquin.com, and there you can find our Facebook link, which is Esquin Wine Merchants, and our Twitter handle is Esquin. And if you're not in the Seattle area, you can also check out madwine.com, and that's online wine business that you can find a lot of these wines that we've talked about here, and a lot more too. So it's not just for the people in Seattle. You know, we're kind of having a national presence.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
It was my pleasure.
All right.